Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man giving you the truth. And I got a lot of videos coming on today. I'm just telling you now, and I'm going to try to keep them as short as possible. But this stuff needs to be talked about. And hopefully YouTube will be fair about it and will not block it. People be trying to say some algorithm. Like sometimes it's not the algorithm, man. It's somebody doing this stuff. Like, because I notice, like, every time I talk about certain stuff, it just don't go nowhere. And I know it's not because people are not interested, because I know what people is interested in. It's somebody else manipulating. And I hope that it'll stop. Because this is important right here. And this is about black people. And I want to raise the issue / question. Is it time for us to reclassify ourselves? See, the rest of the world try to put us all in the same category when we not all in the same category. Now, some of us actually care. Some of us actually achieve or desire to achieve. Some of us actually spend the time trying to show our kids right and wrong and the directions that they should go in life. And it's unfair for people who live civilized, dignified lifestyles to be brought down by people who just don't care. Like, they don't understand, maybe they don't know, maybe they don't care. So I want to raise the question, is it time for us to reclassify amongst ourselves? Is it time for separation from each other? You know, is it time for those of us that want more out of life, that don't believe in the urbanized thug culture that's promoted by people who don't want to see us getting from the bottom, don't want to see us rising up? And those who embrace that culture, I mean, I ain't saying, okay, if you listen to a song, we're not talking about that. We're talking about what you do, what the thoughts that you act upon, and the thoughts that you allow to surface themselves in your mind. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about somebody that listens to a song. We're talking about the overall aspects of what you deem as your culture. Because let's be honest, the gangster rap, the shoot 'em up rap, that stuff is intended for us to take each other out. And who knows, that could be why they changed the RVW. Because they don't need it. We doing it for them. Maybe that's why they changed it. You never know. Like, I said I'm a Republican. And the reason why I said that is because of what the Democrats are doing. They drawing the lines in the sand. I'm not with what they doing. It's probably maybe one or two things that they do that I say, okay, well, yeah. But what's going on in cities like my city, Milwaukee, here in Milwaukee, Chicago, Detroit, all these different cities, Fort Worth, even though, like I tell you all the time, those dudes, it goes down there. But those guys are actually nicer, and they actually listen when you talk. You know what I mean? Some of them. A lot of them, when I was down there those years. But it's like, is it time for reclassification? One thing that's been lighting my fire lately is when people be saying my people, like I'm supposed to embrace people that want to kill me, that don't want the best for me, that want to take what I purchase for themselves and for their amusement. Like, no, man, no. Yeah, I'll give you a chance if you stop doing that stuff. But like, people who that's just the way they want to live. They want to shoot them up, and babies getting shot in an accident. Nah, man, we need reclassification. You trying to compare me, you trying to look at me and others like it's us doing it. So it's time for reclassification. I don't know, however you want to do it. Bougie, non-bougie, do right, don't care, DRs and DCs. But it's time for classification. And it's time for those of us who are trying to live a righteous life, trying to live a dignified life, trying to live a luxurious life, want to do these things, to separate ourselves from people who refuse to do it. So our kids won't get caught in the crossfire. So we won't get caught in the crossfire. You can't ride no Mercedes Benz down in what we call a trace. You just riding around, they don't know you. They're going to carjack you. Like all through Milwaukee, you go down certain areas, you're going to get carjacked. They even carjacked the county exec, Chris Abele. So it's time for separation. Like it's time for the people who choose your side. You be like, okay, well, I might live in the not so best area, but I want to do this in life. I want this, and okay, come with us. Others, man, I just gotta do what I gotta do, man. I'm gonna sell my dope, man. If somebody say something to me slick, I'm gonna switch cheese and blah, 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 and I'm gonna always be like that. I ain't never gonna change. Okay, you stay over there. Well, I ain't gonna do nothing, but, I gotta smoke my weed. I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna do everything I gotta do, but I just like weed though. Okay, you come over here, and we're gonna educate you on why you don't need it. You see what I'm talking about? Y'all want more examples? Well, can't nobody tell me how many babies I have. I don't like good guys. I want Pookies and Ray Rays. Because that's the ones that's attracted to my big butt. Okay, you stay over there. Yeah, what's that on my face? Sorry, y'all. Look, I have something on my face. More examples. Old guys. Well, y'all know I ain't gonna do nothing, man. I just want to drink my drink, listen to my blues, but I ain't gonna cause no trouble. Okay, you can come over here with us, but if you don't know nothing, just be quiet and learn. Just because you older don't mean you know something. More examples like this. Y'all get what I'm saying though? It's time for dividing. My name is Mariisha, and I have 5 kids, and my 4 sons are gang members. They've been to jail, so on and so forth. I ain't gonna never change, and I don't know, you can't try to change my sons. Okay, they can stay over there. And they can steal the people's cars who just like them. They can come over here with us when they stop stealing, when they start going to school, getting good grades, working. Even if you choose to go to the military, as long as you ain't making no problems and you don't get no MK Ultra wear stuff, you can come over here with us. So what I'm saying is, in closing, is we don't all need to be lumped up no more. Like, it's not, that's one of the problems. Like, and a lot of violence happens when these older people be seeing some of the stuff that these younger people do, and they try to correct them, and then they do stuff to them. When what it should be is, all of you who have a problem with what they do, Let's get our money together. Maybe we should create a GoFundMe or something. And let's just get up out of here. Like, y'all listen to agents, man. These agents want you to call these people your people. If they not going to change and they not going to try to do better in their lives, how are they my people? Y'all know what they are. Y'all think the T word, when we're talking about Ben, Lade, fill in the blank playing hangman, y'all think that T word only applies to people in the Middle East? That T word, look up the definition. That T word can apply to anybody who behave in such ways. Anybody. And it's a lot of them in black communities. And like I said, you don't try to change them. Let them change themselves or just get away from around them. Don't go where they go. Don't go to stores they go to. If you start going to a store and you start seeing a lot of these guys, and I'm not just talking about music. If you a good, like a polite person and you don't do nothing, but you just so happen to listen to the music, I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking about the ones who pocket watch, the ones who will jump you, who will rob you, who will start some stuff with you. Those ain't our people, man. I don't know what they is. Like I was explaining to my sons, that sometimes when you have a problem with somebody and you don't know why, it be because y'all tribes probably was rivals. Like people don't be knowing that, like, a lot of times when you be having that conflict with somebody, that no matter what, it just seems like it's just some dumb stuff. That be sometimes because y'all tribes be rivals. And back in those days, people knew how to pray. Like, they knew how to pray, like, literally. So they'll be praying against other tribes. But it's time for separation, man. It's time for, like people, okay, my kids, for instance, this is what happens, and I've seen it happen. You have your kids that you raising to be good kids, and then these other kids, they notice your kids is different, so now they want to talk about them, now they want to do this, when the actuality is that you just probably need to get away from around these type of people. Just like, okay, you could be college educated, have a PhD, and still need to be over there with them. If you hateful, if you got evil tendencies, it's not just the fact that you smoke weed, it's how you think, how you do things. Education alone don't mean you should be over here on this side. It's people that should be over here on this side that only graduated from high school. There is a thing called an educated fool. And I see them. Like, I live in Milwaukee, so you already know I see them. I see them. So I think that's what needs to happen. I believe we'll accomplish more as a people if, we who want to accomplish divide ourselves from the ones who don't. I think me personally, I just think it's time for it. Like, and then they'll be forced to look at us and view us in a different light. Unless they just ignorant as all get up. But they want to just try to lump us all in the same category. When, no, that's not how it is. And who cares about reparation? You get it, you get it. You don't, you don't. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I think what's more important is to separate the accomplishers and those who want to achieve and who don't use crime as philosophy and all that stuff away from the ones that do. And then on this side, we'll buy from each other. We help each other. We have partnerships. Our kids play together. All that little not talking to people because you don't know them. All that stuff. Leave that stuff over there, man. Leave that stuff. You know how stupid that is? Nobody likes us, man. And people want to act like that. You making it worse. You making it worse by acting like that. You don't want to help each other. You don't want to talk to each other because you don't know each other. What if our grandparents and great-grandparents and our ancestors did that? Will we even be here? How those racist people was chasing them, trying to lynch them, and then let them hide in their house, putting their own self in danger. Y'all just different, man. Y'all letting these. Okay, let me ask you something. Do you think that black people own these record labels? Where these guys is talking about sleeping with each other's women, shooting each other, all this stuff? Come on, man. And another category, like, we ain't gonna agree on everything, but you need to believe in God. We'll talk about the rest later. You need to believe in Him. And you need to believe in a God that promotes good, not evil. Because that's the God. But, no, dude, no. It's time for division. It's time to separate, man. It's time to, okay, if you don't want to be like that, come over here with us. You change, stay over here. You try to infiltrate, you trying to be the same, bye. Get on out of here. Get on out of here. I don't even like the sight of you. Like, people make mistakes, but if you think that's what you're supposed to do, and you're not going to listen to me, man, I ain't trying to hear nothing that, such and such you got to say. You need to stay over there. When I buy something in my house, it's for me. I'm a man. Are you a man? You a young man or old man? Then that means that you go and you buy your own stuff. You figure it out. Figure out how to buy your stuff. I don't care if your wing ding is dragging the ground. If you stealing for a living, if you KILLing for a living, all that stuff, you not a man. You just a full-grown male. It don't matter. Your wing ding could be dragging the ground all the way up to their heart. I ain't trying to be nasty. I'm just saying. It means nothing. You can't. Where's your pot to PISS in? And even if, like we talked about this yesterday. You should have. Okay, we'll lower. You should have $100 in your pocket that you didn't beat nobody up, steal nothing, or do nothing malicious to get. At least $100. $100. You can go get you some food. You got kids, you could get them some food. And the ones that's in prison right now, but they're gonna get out, and they got the intelligent mind now. They made mistakes, but they gon' change. Y'all can come over here too. The ones that man, that street stuff, over there, buddy. Over there, man. It ain't. Listen, man. It's a plot to keep you down, to keep me down. It almost got me too. But I woke up. I started thinking like I used to be in my room just think. I used to be like, what I'm doing don't make sense. I don't have to do this. I don't have to think this way. Like, I used to literally just want to do some stuff to dudes I ain't like. And I was sitting thinking, like, it just don't make sense. I started watching Roots, all that stuff, whether it's true or not. It helped me see some things that I needed to see that was going on in life. And you think you tough because of who you shoot. That ain't what makes a person tough. What makes a person tough is fearing no one yet achieving in life. Knowing how to handle adversity. When you ain't got, listen, man, I got connections in the street, man. I'm just going to be honest about it. If I was, they'll heckle me if I was, oh man, what happened to that preaching stuff, all this, all that. But I do got connections. But what is the point when there is so many ways to make money? Hopefully one day I'll be monetized on YouTube. But it's so many other ways. But y'all, dude, it's time for separation, man. If that's how you want to do, right? You think it's something to be desired. Black on black violence, black on black disrespect, disloyalty, all that stuff. If you think that's something to do and something to live by, go on over there, man. We gonna come over here and we gonna live decent lives. We gonna drive our cars right. We gonna buy what we have from working and having our own businesses, investing. Our kids should be able to play outside safe. We ain't gonna say we demons, because we know if you want to talk about ops, who could be more of an op than a demon and the devils? They gonna lose. They already done lost. There's no way. Y'all need to learn about affirmation. There's no way I'm gonna call myself something that's on the losing team. No way. They not gonna win. They already done lost. Have y'all been paying attention? But anyway, this is The Truth, man. The channel is the No Matrix. No trying to lump us all together. It's time for separation. It's time for, and not even, you could be, even if you poor, but your mind is rich, and you trying to get there in terms of money, those people should be there too. Now, of course, while they getting up, of course the rich, they'll be like, well, can I trust them? Can I not trust? Of course they're going to be like that. But I think it's time to separate. And I think we're doing our kids and grandkids an injustice if we think high, but we got them living in the midst of this. You know how they say gorillas in the mist? I think we're doing them an injustice, man. We help those who are willing to be helped. The rest, that's like I use this analogy in closing. I promise you I'm going to close. Would you go and build a house in the Amazon rainforest knowing that it's a bunch of wild, poisonous, and dangerous things there? Why do you think people don't really build houses there? That's why. And it's, again, like I say, one of the things that we do, some of us as black people, is we don't want to disconnect from what we need to disconnect from. We need to disconnect from that shiesty, grimy lifestyle and the people who enjoy it. And we need to take the people who don't enjoy it, who want better, we need to grab them and take them out of there too. Snatch them out of there. I mean, that's just the way it is. You got those that 50-something years old still talking about a gang they was in when they was young. I mean, I call myself gangbanging too, but I wear both colors now, as y'all can see. No, dude. When I learned that stuff was tied to witchcraft and all this other stuff, I was done with it. I was done with it. I still believe in respecting everybody. So out of respect for those who still embrace that, I don't break that down on YouTube. I don't break it down. I just let people live and do their thing. The Bible tell me that. Let the unrighteous be unrighteous still. That's why I say it's time to separate the righteous from the unrighteous. Those that want to be good from those who want to be evil. But anyway, thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.